everybody is very happy and excited that we are coming to a conclusion.
New at 10 tonight, as some are celebrating a new historic contract for Houston firefighters. At least 2 city council members are raising questions about the specifics of the settlement. Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Keith Garvin.
Good evening. I'm Daniela Guzman. Well, they sent a letter to Mayor John Whitmire today highlighting concerns about this deal and how it could impact the fiscal integrity of the city. KPRC 2's Bryce Newberry is live in the newsroom with their concerns. Bryce?
Well, and Keith, those council members say they have a lot of questions about the deal that would give firefighters up to a 34% raise over the next 5 years. Questions they say need explained so they can answer to voters. But tonight, the firefighters union is firing back, calling it perplexing why they would choose to politicize this crucial issue. After an 8-year battle, 94% of Houston firefighters overwhelmingly voted to approve a new 5-year contract, being touted as historic and unprecedented.
This brings finality to everything and allows us to start moving forward.
The deal offers $650 million in back pay for the years firefighters worked without a contract and gives them up to a 34% raise over the next 5 years. Judgment bonds will cover the back pay, and while the city hasn't said what will fund the pay increases, the mayor's office says the approach rectifies past grievances and safeguards the city's financial stability.
And everybody came to the table and everybody worked together.
But Monday, council members Edward Pollard and Tiffany Thomas sent this letter to Mayor John Whitmire, raising 10 questions on whether the proposed deal is in the city's best financial interest or will it ultimately cause dire fiscal challenges that will impact services citywide for years to come.
These are just some very basic questions that council members and the general public should want to know.
It's all in the spirit of transparency. This could be a great deal, but explain why.
The Houston city attorney said outside a court hearing Monday, the $650 million judgment bonds will come at an annual cost over the next 25 to 30 years. But the council members want to know at what interest to taxpayers. They're also asking for a justification on the sizable increase to firefighter pay while asking other city departments to cut by 5% and what it could mean for satisfying other union contracts like HPD's set to expire next year.
When you're thinking about the fiscal challenges that are looming for our city, we have to ask the tough questions to ensure that we have all the answers.
In a statement, Houston Professional Firefighters Association President Marty Langton called on Pollard and Thomas to set aside what he called political gamesmanship, writing with 2 clear options before the city: settle or face potentially exorbitant court-imposed terms. Mayor Whitmire's decision to settle was not only prudent, but necessary for the well-being of our firefighters and the fiscal health of Houston. And tonight, a spokesperson for Mayor John Whitmire says he is reviewing the letter, but they are not releasing additional information just yet. Attorneys involved say the negotiations were confidential up until the agreement was reached, and it may be June before the paperwork is done to complete this deal. Live in the newsroom, I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
This morning,